Hello and welcome to another episode here on the channel. My name is ChaosMole and today we have a hot news right off the press. Bloomberg is reporting that Square Enix is looking for a buyer. Now, before we are getting into the details of this report, let's make a few things clear. First things first, companies are always looking for mergers and acquisition. Square Enix is a wonderful example because Square Enix is actually a company who merged in the early 2000s, where Square and Enix were two different companies and they struggled with their games and the things they did, so they merged together and became the big company Square Enix. Now, that doesn't mean that they're really looking for like somebody to buy them. It might be just that, talks, but we will have to look at the details in just a minute here. The second point is, keep in mind that Square Enix is so much more than just video games. I know we all know them, especially here in the West for video games, but especially in Japan, they are doing more. They have a manga division, they have an anime division, they have an arcade division, and that especially struggled because of COVID-19. And it might be that Square Enix is just looking for somebody to buy that specifically, like Sega just did a few months ago, that they basically announced that, hey folks, we are getting rid of our arcade division, right? So it might be that Square Enix as a whole is for sale. It might be that it is a completely different division. It might be the video game division, or it might be even the Western part of the video game division, which is up for grabs, because Square Enix is not really happy with how the Western division was actually going. Especially Marvel Avengers was not making even remotely close to money Square Enix wanted to get out of this. So maybe they're just looking to sell that. But let's talk about the rumor or the report, what is going on. Well, apparently sources inside of Square Enix have confirmed to Bloomberg that Square Enix is looking for a buyer. But those are the information we are all getting. There's nothing else. They are not talking about the companies who might be looking into it. I don't talk about the divisions. Like, there's really just the notion of, hey, we have people inside the company who are dealing with those things telling us multiple times now, Square Enix is looking for a buyer. Now, who could buy them? Well, of course, there's good of Microsoft, who is still looking for companies out there, especially in Japan. There might be Sony. I've already seen some voices stating that, yeah, but Sony, they don't have the money. No. Sony has the money. Like, I know that we are always comparing Sony to Microsoft when it comes to the money resources. And yes, Microsoft is much, much bigger there. But Sony is not a small company. They would have the resources to buy Square Enix. Absolutely. Could it be Nintendo? Yeah, they could technically, even though Nintendo is not really into buying companies. They have their own development studios, and then they are trying to work with third parties. There might be even another Japanese companies. Like, this is something which a lot of Japanese companies try actually at first. They try to keep their businesses inside of Japan, so they are trying to merge with companies or getting acquired by companies from Japan, which again brings back Sony because they would be interested. But who it is in the end, we don't know. Maybe nothing happens. Like, we have heard about rumors that Sega has been looking for a buyer and it never really came to fruition. Well, besides of, as I said, the arcade division, which then actually got bought, but by a completely different Japanese company, and it didn't really had anything to do with gaming. So we have to wait and see if those rumors, those reports are true. If that happens, if something changes, you will get those news, of course, as always, directly from me. So thank you so much for watching. That was it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. And if you're new to the channel, you want to see more gaming news, gameplay reactions, and just gameplay in general, and guides and tips, don't forget to subscribe. I would appreciate the support, and I hope I see you next time. Stay safe. Till then, bye bye.